When I can't see this whole thing, man, these men, now their pocket they fight for. They don't fight for anybody. Now their own pocket. Now I draw back. Even the then councillor of my area, Tunde Adenuga, called me one time. He said, "Look, yeah, he won't give me job." I said, "Which job?" He said, "Look, I can't do Kai." I say, "Kai, you go put up make your brother do Kai." Look, I can't do Kai.
Hey,
that then I don't think they are not ready for anything.
They don't get any plan for anybody. They just use everyone.
Yes, now. Like you said, we love our oppressors differently. Yes. You understand? Yes. I still have some people here in Canada still supporting this same government. Now, yeah, I tell them one of them say, the Nigeria are good. Now you Japan can do student. After you don't get BS, you come here and do PGT.
Yeah, because they do PGT, they do other things as well, just to get away from Nigeria.
Exactly, just to get away from Nigeria. Why don't you stay in Nigeria and do it? My Baba, keep on with the good work, Jerry. We're there with you.
Thank you so much, Lucky, right? Keep holding forth, and then not all of us keep holding ground, because very soon
so this is going global. We did on Thursday and yesterday too. We did in Canada. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, because very soon we're going to make a clarion call globally. We are watching. Once it reaches that stage, and Tinubu's army begin to kind of kill these people, then we are going to activate the global campaign, where we are going to occupy all of the Nigerian embassy all over the world, wherever you are. Call everybody and occupy the place, okay? And shut everything down. Baba, God bless you. You stay safe, okay? Nice one, Lucky. Yes, Baba. So that's a Lucky from Canada. It's serious. It's a serious issue, right? Whereby a lot of people are still intending to act, okay? A lot of us who left that contraption years ago, I've been contemplating of going back to the place, but with all of this happening, who really want to go back to a place where they could snuff your life out of you just like that? Now, people who are supposed to have returned back to benefit their different communities, they have different villages and the rest of that, with investment and jobs. People wanted to build back home, build businesses and retire back there. They have all been canceling that plan now. Do you know who is losing? Our people are losing because of these criminals in this contraption, right? I have another caller who is going to be my last caller this evening. Here. Hello there.
But my goodness, your guy, Adiola.
Adiola, Papa. How are you?
I'm very well. I don't go to stay. Since I've been last caller, I just give you.
Oh, yeah, now let's get down to it, Baba.
Just enjoy some vibes.
On this day 5 right now, from day 6, Nigeria will begin to really experience the economic.
Nigeria will never be the same again. It will never be the same again. It will never be the same again. See, but that model is broken. That one of say you won't put your children to perpetuate what you have been doing since. That time has passed. That model has changed. People don't understand that the signs and the times that we are living in. This protest has woken up a lot of people. The hunger in the land is the only correcting tool. Things will never ever be the same again. See, even these 10 days that they are doing is just the beginning of the unrest. The interpretation is people would not take it anymore. People would not take it anymore. It is going to get worse until we'll have that conversation and how to ditch this unitary system and how to now forge to dissolve this union. Because now people are aware that this system does not work. Hello?
I'm with you, Baba.
Yeah, so the system does not work. So people should understand that, this is the beginning of the end. So even after the 10 days, people's consciousness is alive. It's no longer dead anymore. You can't just come up and say you want to sell crude oil in Naira. All those kind of gimmicks you want to give.
All those pronouncements with nothing, to back them. Student loan, a trader loan, and all that nonsense, man. Nah.
No. See, they've sown. Now this is the harvest. So we're now harvesting dystopia as a nation. So there isn't any quick fix. So if you're going to come up and announce that, there's CNG gas, you're going to, no. Those things are medium-term solutions. Not even short-term. They are medium-term solutions.
Right now, you're talking about CNG buses.
It's rice now. They are sharing rice. That's the only solution. It's rice. That's the only thing they're going to share. It's just share rice.
He gave them rice.
Share rice.
They said that no good road, he shared rice. No security, he shared rice.
Share rice
Naira
now.
is crashing, he shared rice.
It's fine to keep on sharing. See, Michael, I'm sure years ago when I made that statement that Tinubu's government is a government of tokenism. Yes. So if you are sharing rights, you are sharing tokens. These are just mere tokens. You've cornered everything. I mentioned it clearly that this guy's presidency, if he becomes the Nigerian president, will be a government of tokenism. And he has lived up to that billing.
You actually said that repeatedly many times, man.
It's a government of tokenism, whereby you will get the best for yourself and your family members, and you now share tokens. What are the tokens? Rice. What is tokens? 70,000 naira in a minimum wage. Even
buy a bag of rice.
Even that 70K.
So they have to Adiola, they said, oh, the government is asking you to come and negotiate. You need to dialogue. You bless it, they swear for you. Dialogue. NLC dialogue for over a year. Last from 600,000 naira, now 70,000 naira then collect. Who the dialogue with Kolu? No dialogue with Willie. Dialogue
that model is broken, but that model is the broken model.
Dialogue with them. What did they get?
No, see, Baba, what we are seeing now, like I said before, you've planted the seeds of inequality and poverty. Now it has now come to the harvest. So they shouldn't be shouting and crying. No. We are harvesting what you've sown. You didn't invest. You took all the best for your family members and your cronies. So now it's now harvest time. That's why
you failed to invest in their education, invest in the people directly. They were they were constructing buildings that they would never really put to use, right? Now they are building roads that they would never really complete. Okay. So the people have no real skill, no education, no money, no nothing. And you are angry that they are destroying the properties you build. Are you joking?
No, it's not hocus pocus. So Michael, do you know what? There was one comment you made and you backed it up with statistics in terms of secondary school classrooms and primary school classrooms. That statistics is a damning one. That private schools has outbuilt Lagos State. Just using Lagos State as a sample size, private schools has outbuilt spaces for children. That particular evidence,
modern spaces,
it tells you that the gulf between the have and the have-not, the inequality will be wide.
It's massive now.
Because that is statutory. Every government has some level of statutory obligation. Whereby that is the thing you're meant to do. That is their job. You cannot allow, you can't allow, the private sector to be the one that has the upper hand
now to beat you
for education.
Your standard should be the standard that everybody actually build on. Okay.
Yes.
You see, government in this school, right? They have private schools in the UK, but none of them is anyway. At the most, is that they will probably be equal to the public schools, right? But you can never say
that one. I've done the math.
You can never say, public school in the UK is who goes to private school in the UK? Who really goes there?
Chairman, that one I'll just probably leave this night with that statistic because I have the statistics at hand.
Go on, please.
The average private school in the UK is 25 grand, right? That's per child per term. Yes. Maybe secondary school, but per secondary school, because I volunteered in secondary school one time. Per secondary school, the government pays £5,000 per child per year. Around probably slightly more than that, maybe slightly more than that. But it shows you that a child's outcome in private school is still vastly different from a child in normal public schools in UK. 6 out of 10 are from private schools that you find in Oxford and in Cambridge.
Yeah,
so it is still
those historical. Even those ones are.
It's still damning. But if you have the grit, if you have the grit and determination with the public school funding, you can still make the best of yourself.
Yes.
You can still. So there is still opportunity. You can still make the best of it. But the government is still paying £5,000 per year for a child. Grammar schools, there's slightly more than that. So there is concerted effort to still do it better. But in this case, if you take the maths for Nigerians funding public schools and private, Baba, everywhere supposed to scatter since.
You get I mean, like, can we even ask any state governor,
five times
for example, can we ask any state governor to give us the number of pupils in their own school and other, secondary school students,
and how much they are paying per child,
and tell us how much they are actually paying putting towards their education per child?
I can bet you,
because probably
See, but one time I did it some years ago. I did that math. I can't remember that particular figure, but it was less than 1,000 naira
per child.
Yes, that time I did it. That was some years ago. I just took a rough math of number of children.
You have the answer. That's dead.
I did the rough math. The rough math of how many children. I use statistics from UN in terms of number of school children, and look at the allocation that they are that they are spending for secondary schools. Just divide that, you get a quick math. But even the last mile delivery,
less than 1,000 naira.
So even now it's even worse. So the question is, if you go to a secondary school, can you get 1,000 naira education quality from those schools? Look at the GCSE or the SSC results per all those government schools. Look at the pass rate for maths and English. Michael, you will run. If you look at the pass rates for maths and English, SSC results, that itself is a problem. So if those children now come back after 4 year cycle of election, how do you think they'll be productive? They can't be productive. So they've sown that seed. Now is not harvest time. Have a good night, sir.
Thank you so much, Adiola. You will have a good night too. So this is where we are going to draw the curtains tonight. And yeah, I wish I could add more. I was going to use a part of this chart to explain how to go by how to go on that Eventbrite and be part of the Yoruba Union Summit in Glasgow later this month. I'll try and do that tomorrow. I promise I'll fix it, and then just know that the moment we want to do it, if you really want to be part of it, that will be the time for you to kind of get on and buy your tickets. So thanks so much, all of you. Everyone in the temple tonight, we have done our bit today. Tomorrow is the 6th. Day 6. And we get to see that the police in Nigeria, the military in Nigeria should please make sure this is peaceful. Peaceful protesters are to be protected. Sponsored thugs and violence merchants should be arrested. By so doing, you are helping the people who can stand up to those you can't stand up to, your leaders or your guys. So thank you so much to everybody who went out there today, did their best, made your voice heard, and we also help amplify that for you. Tomorrow is another day. Enjoy the rest of the evening or the night, and you all have a good one. Good night from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun
kò sí lọ́rọ̀ máyégún.
Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Àní máyégún làwa mọ̀ o làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà wán.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n ní.